What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for a new video. We've got GTI mods today. Really easy one, really quick one. And if you guys already have this tool at home, basically free, which is always a fun modification. I recently picked up a Ender 3 Pro 3D printer off Facebook Marketplace for $100. It came with filament and everything. It was something that I've been wanting to get fairly recently because if you guys know, superautomotiveaccessories.com is my marketplace storefront kind of side business sort of thing. I've been making parts for the NC Miata. If you guys have one of these and you're watching this video, thank you for watching the GTI videos, but we've got all new parts and pieces for the straps. We've got new door panel discs. We've got armrest plugs, all 3D printed, custom made to fit perfectly, and they look awesome. I'm really happy with the new armrest plugs. They came out looking way better than the old rubber plugs, but if you want to go pick up a set of these, go down below in the description and there's a link there to pick some up. So I got my 3D printer all set up, and obviously I needed to start doing some test prints. I had no idea how it worked and I wanted to start small. The cool thing about these 3D printers is that there's a lot of websites where you can go and find files to download and just print. It's incredible how you can just download a file, print it out, and you have the physical part in your hand just shortly after that. So besides making my own stuff, I went through and I found a couple NC Miata stuff that I've downloaded. I found some camera things. I've got a new little viewfinder sort of thing behind the camera. You can't see it obviously, but picked up some things there and eventually stumbled my way onto VW Audi parts. And I immediately saw something that was a solution for a problem that I didn't realize I hated so much until I saw that there was a solution for it. And that is a throttle kickdown spacer that we're gonna throw in the GTI today. And all it is this tiny little plastic panel that is going to fit in between our kickdown and our throttle pedal. I think total print time for this was just under 20 minutes with the warm up and everything that it has to be done. There's a link down below in the description to find the file that I downloaded so you can print this out at home if you want to, obviously with credit to the designer as well. Now, if you don't have a 3D printer at home, I'd be happy to do this for you. Go ahead and jump to superautomotiveaccessories.com and go to the contact page, shoot me an email, we can figure something out. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have 3D printers, and there are services that you can send files to and they do all of that stuff, but I can do it myself. I want to do it for you guys, so go to the contact page and send me an email and I'd be happy to figure this out for you. So in the Mk7 GTI, we are going to go down below. This car is DSG, which is why it has the kickdown switch on the throttle pedal. A lot of you guys are probably saying right now, Jackson, why didn't you just get a manual? Well, because I didn't need a manual. I already have two cars that are manual transmission and I love them. The GTI, I heard great things about the DSG, and I will say I've loved this transmission ever since I've gotten this car. It's a lot of fun to drive and click the paddles and everything like that. It's different. Obviously, it's not driving a manual, but we're gonna solve the issue that I've had since having this car with the DSG transmission. So obviously, brake pedal, throttle pedal. We recently did an install of the throttle pedal controller, which has been great. Thank you guys for checking that video out. And if you have ordered one through the Amazon affiliate link, I really appreciate you. But you can see here, there is a normal press and release of the throttle pedal. But if you go one step further, it clicks down, and that is the kick down switch. Now the kickdown switch is a feature that makes sense. You know, you're going full throttle, you're in an automatic transmission, and you need to downshift, you need a downshift without doing anything specifically, especially if you're not using paddle shift mode or anything like that. So you jam down the gas, you click that switch, and it'll downshift the gear in order to propel you forward in a quicker motion if you're getting on the highway, trying to pass someone or anything like that. It's something that I've always hated, and I felt it's really awkward to feel like I push the gas down all the way and then there's that extra little bit of click, and it just feels weird. I feel like if I'm mashing the throttle, it should just go down. That's 100% right there, and I don't like that kickdown switch at all. Especially on a tuned car, I've got plenty enough power now to pass people. I can downshift using the paddles if I need to. Otherwise, if I'm driving aggressively, I'm not gonna be in just like full-on auto mode anyways. And sometimes I've accidentally clicked on that switch and I'll drop down into second gear or something and it's like, whoa, okay, chill. I just don't like it. So the kickdown switch spacer is going to make it so 100% throttle is 100% throttle, no more kickdown switch. I know that there's forums out there that say, oh, well, that's full power and things like that. I don't know if sending full power to second gear when I'm not expecting it is a good way to drive, at least for me. I'd rather have control over the paddles and do all of that and just have no worries about where the throttle is if I'm accidentally gonna hit that kickdown switch or anything like that. So it's gonna be hard to film inside the car. I think I'm gonna try to take the throttle pedal out real quick, see how hard that is, and then otherwise we can continue the install. All right, throttle pedal is out. It was super easy to take out. There's just one little T30 bolt right here, and then you essentially unhook it like that. So you'll remove the bolt, twist it up, and then pull it out. Really easy. Right there is the kickdown button. This hits right there, and it's really hard. So it's kind of hard to show you guys how it works exactly, but you get the gist. Once it goes all the way down to the floor, this little button presses in, and we are going to put a little spacer just over the top of that. So I would highly recommend taking out your throttle pedal to do this, because otherwise you're going to be looking at it like this and you can't really tell where anything is. So once you take it out, you can flip it around and you can see our little piece right here will fit right over the top like so, and it fits snugly, but we are going to put in some double-sided tape on it just to be sure it doesn't move, because we don't want this thing moving at all. And now when you go down like that, it doesn't make contact with the kickdown switch anymore, and that's exactly what we're wanting here. And I don't have any thin double-sided tape, so I'm just gonna do a tiny dot of glue just to make sure that it stays in place. And then that way in the future, if I ever wanna take it off, I should be able to just slide a flathead screwdriver right through here, crack it off, and it'll be totally fine and back to normal. We're just gonna put our little dot of glue right there. Take our spacer, pop it on, and that should stay very secure with that super glue. And there you have it. Easy as that, we're done. A microphone in my hand. Hopefully I've got it synced up. I know I've got it synced up, but hopefully this microphone is good enough quality. So yeah, I've also put a microphone on the back because I know there's not much to show you guys when it comes to how this works, but if I can get some good exhaust clips while we're talking, that might make it a little bit more enjoyable for you. So what do you say we get going? I think I'm actually just gonna have to hold this thing the whole time. I'm worried that the volume isn't going to be very good, but we're going to start our tests here on the frontage road, and I'm basically going to kind of let it rev up to about 3,000 or so. So we've got a little bit of boost load, and then just we'll go for it. And I am not in paddle shift mode either, just FYI. All right, so we're about 2,500, and I'm just going to floor it. Yeah, way better. Yeah, this car is fast. It's kind of fast. And I forget, like, it pulls all the way to 6,000. So I know it didn't really shift in between when I went full throttle and when it didn't. But I forget how well it pulls. It almost feels like it's supposed to shift, but it just keeps going. And without that little kickdown thing, it doesn't feel weird under my foot anymore. It feels like once the pedal's to the floor, it's just to the floor, and that's what you get. And I really, really like that. It's exactly what I've wanted to have in this car. We've adjusted that throttle sensor with the throttle controller, and that has made my life a lot better. I've really enjoyed that. But to finish off kind of the feeling of pressing the gas, because it is an electronic throttle, so there's not like a ton of feedback or anything like that. But now with the little kickdown spacer and our throttle controller, it is quite nice. Yes, that is beautiful. I love it. Happy with that. Doesn't feel weird under my foot anymore. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to pick one of these up, go to superautomotiveaccessories.com, head over to the contact page and send me an email there, or leave a comment below and I'll just tell you to do the same thing. That's how you're gonna contact me. It only takes a little bit to print this out, so it's no real big burden on my end, and we can figure out shipping and things like that. So yeah, if you're interested in this and you're looking to put a little spacer on your Kickdown button, switch, whatever, send me an email. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to stay tuned for more GTI content, go down below, hit the subscribe button, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. See you in the next one.